Hey Sagittarius, this is your love reading for January 16th through the 22nd, 2019. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is a general reading. Only take what fits your situation. And if it doesn't resonate, please check your Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Thank you to everybody for all the likes, shares, subscriptions, and comments. They mean the world to me, and I love you all. And if you haven't, please like, share, and subscribe. On January 31st, I'll be doing a drawing for a free 60-minute reading. To enter, all you need to do is subscribe, and for every 500 subscribers over 1,000, I will add another winner. If you need a private reading, please check the description box. If this resonates with you, see the link in the description box for the extended version on Vimeo. And now that that's all out of the way, let's get all up in your business. Oh yeah, and the Vimeo is going to be what's in their head, the obstacles, the advice, and the possible outcome if you take the advice. Okay, so the two angel romance cards that we have are love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more attractive. So if you've been feeling like maybe not so hot on yourself, remember that you need to love yourself first. When we love ourselves, then other people, see that and they're drawn to it. Just remember that you are, you need to love yourself first before you can love somebody else. So if you're having like self-esteem issues or negative thoughts, try to work on that. Try to be positive. Try to stay positive. Also, there are like subliminals you can do on YouTube. There's frequencies that'll help you get rid of like any negative thoughts or anything like that. They are helpful. Also meditation, just practice self-love. And finances and career, financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So for some of you, maybe you feel like you don't have enough money to date, or you feel like you don't have anybody to have anything to offer to somebody because you are having financial issues, but it's not true. Money is not the most important thing when it comes to love. For some of you, maybe your person feels this way, or potentially maybe you guys are at a distance and maybe you feel like finances are an issue as far as like traveling to see each other. So the first card that we have is the Devil card. Devil card represents Capricorn, but it's also it can be about obsession. It can be about codependency. It can be about feeling bound to that person. It can be about obsession. It can be about passion, but it can be about just something that's very intense. It can be about addiction as well. Then we have the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles can be about, protecting your heart, or it can be about being stingy with your time or money or energy. So maybe for some of you, like if you're in a relationship, maybe your partner is being stingy with the finances. You feel like they're not willing to share their resources or something along that lines. Or you're just protecting your heart, maybe because the connection is very intense. Then we have the Two of Wands, which is like making a decision. So for some of you, maybe you're having to choose between a Capricorn and somebody from your past, or maybe you're choosing from your present person and somebody from your past who may be a Capricorn. They could be pretty much any sign, because we have every sign here. So we have, Pentacles, Earth signs, so Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. We have fire sign, Wands, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. We have the water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and we have swords, Aquarius, Virgo, oh my God, might be an Aries or a Virgo, but Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. But some of you may be choosing between someone from your present and someone from your past, because this Six of Cups is all about past life love. It could be a past love. It could be somebody you've known since childhood. It could be a soulmate. Then we have the Six of Swords, which can be about moving to calmer waters. It can be about travel. Maybe you guys live at a distance and maybe you're not sure what you want to do. That's why you're choosing what path. And maybe you're a little guarded because maybe this is somebody from your past who hurt you in the past. Maybe there was either codependency or there were, maybe there were some things that weren't so great, and now you're like, should I revisit that? Have they changed? Have they moved to calmer waters? Are they a different person now? And then we have the King of Swords, which is air sign. So the King of Swords, he thinks more logically than he does with his heart. So he usually chooses his head over his heart. He believes in logic. But he also has no problem cutting out people that no longer serve his highest good. So some of you may be figuring out whether or not you want to cut somebody out. Maybe they are a soulmate. But maybe you're just so guarded at this time, you're thinking about cutting them out because you just want it to be calmer. Maybe there's been some codependency in the situation. All right, so let's clarify and see what else we got going on. I'll have to excuse me, I'm congested. I don't know why I clear my throat, but I have to. Allergies are fun. Not really. One more shuffle. Alright, so please tell me why the devil card is here. Alright, so with the devil card, we have the Three of Swords. Three of Swords can be a third-party situation, especially with the Three of Cups being here. So maybe this is somebody, and that's what it was. It was toxic because there was a third-party situation. The World card represents Leo and Taurus, but it's also about ends of cycles. Three of Cups can also be about reconciliation. For some of you, maybe you and your person reconciled after a third-party situation because the third-party situation ended and they chose you, but it still was toxic, and maybe that's why you have your guard up. For some of you, it was a Capricorn, or maybe you had them in a third-party situation and they're being guarded now. Or for some of you, this person just caused heartache and that's why you're guarded, but because you feel like it was toxic in the past, and maybe that cycle is coming to a close where you're, holding back your emotions or feelings, and maybe, you guys are going to reconcile because you realize they are your soulmate. Please tell me why the Four of Pentacles is here. With the Four of Pentacles, we have the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Swords. The Knight of Pentacles is slow moving. It's about somebody coming in with an opportunity or an offer of stability. And then we have the King of Swords. King of Swords, we have the King of Swords there. So it could be air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. King of Swords is logical. He thinks with his head over his heart. And some of you are actually trying to be more logical about this offer that's going to come in. It is very slow moving because Pentacles this is the slowest moving knight in the deck. Earth signs tend to be very calculated, and not in a bad way. They just think everything through before they make the decision because they want to make sure they're making the right decision. So for some of you, either you or your person, however it resonates for you, they're being very logical about this, and they're coming towards you, but they're very slow moving because they are guarded. They want to make sure that they're making the right decision, whether it be you or them that was hurt in the past, or whether you were the one that hurt them or they were the one that hurt you. It could be that somebody in their past hurt them. They're guarded. They are coming towards you. It's very slow moving, and they're trying to be very logical about the situation. Then with the Two of Wands, we have the Two of Swords, the Tower card, and the Page of Wands. So definitely some of you need to make a decision. Maybe you don't feel like you have all the information. And there's going to be a message of passion that comes in that you weren't expecting, which is going to help you make that decision which path to choose. For others of you, a message of passion comes in, and maybe you're in a situation already and it just completely, crumbles that situation because that situation was not built on a firm foundation, and you decide to maybe go back to somebody from your past, or it's somebody that you realize is your soulmate, and maybe you feel stuck in your situation and you can't make a decision, but something's going to happen that's going to cause a tower, moment, which is going to make you realize that whatever situation you're in, that it's not built on a firm foundation. It could also be that this person's been holding back from you, and they finally had, because they were on the Knight of Pentacles, maybe it took them a long time to actually tell you how passionately they feel for you, because this is like a passionate message. And maybe that just shakes your world up, and you then are able to make a decision about what you want to do. Also, remember, tarot is not gender specific, so even if there's a man on the card, it doesn't mean I'm talking about a man. It's just energy. We all have masculine and feminine energy, and the way I said man was just weird. So, man. Tell me why the Six of Cups is here. So the Six of Cups is with, this is how it came out, with the Nine of Pentacles. So this person from your past might see you and they see that you're single, and they see that you have everything you need. You're like in a good place. Like you don't need another person, but you want one. And they decide that they're going to rush in, and tell you how they feel about you, how they see about you. Like, they've been watching you. They've been watching how, you have maybe progressed, or they could see you this way and decide to rush in because they instantly feel that connection, that you guys are soulmates, and they just have to be with you because they see you as somebody who is stable, who can carry themselves on their own, and, you don't need anybody. For others of you, this is going to be somebody who has been in and out of your life. It's definitely somebody from your past, but they have not been consistent in your life. They've been in and out and in and out and in and out. And the reason that they feel that they can do this is maybe they don't feel that they are stable enough to offer you, something stable. Maybe they are flighty, or they just feel like maybe they don't feel like they're good enough to offer you that stability, so that's why they're in and out of your life. They could be a soulmate. They could be, you guys might be going back and forth trying to teach each other lessons. Maybe you're the one who's going to teach them stability. Please tell me why the Six of Swords is here. I love when I drop cards all over the floor. All right. So, with the Six of Swords, we have the Two of Pentacles, and we have the Queen of Cups. So, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but the Queen of Cups, she's empathetic, she's intuitive, she is emotional, she is stable with her emotions, but she is an emotional being. She's empathetic, she's loving and caring. Then we have the Two of Pentacles, which is about juggling. It can also be about balance. So for some of you, you need to use your intuition when it comes to another person. You have to see if they've become more balanced, especially if they've been in and out of your life. For others of you, once you guys gain balance in your situation, maybe you have to be less like the King of Swords and open up your emotions, like especially if you've been holding your emotions back, to gain that balance, and then you guys can move to calmer waters. For others of you, like if you live at a distance and money's been an issue, you need to get more balance when it comes to finances. Like maybe you need to check, or you both need to balance out your finances so that you do have the money to, keep this long distance thing going for as long as you need to do that. Or maybe you guys need to balance it out and figure out, instead of juggling with a long-term relationship, maybe you guys need to decide it's time to like either move to, you know, a location that works for the both of you, or one of you move to the other's location, because there is love here. They could definitely be your soulmate. For others of you, once you gain the balance, by using your intuition, you can move to calmer waters, whether that be to choose the person from your past or choose a person that you're presently with, or if you have a choice to make between two people, you want to use your intuition to figure out which person is more balanced. For some of you, maybe the person has been stingy with their time and they've been juggling between work and you, or, you know, other things that they have going on. And maybe if you look at her, she looks a little sad. Maybe it's making you sad, but I think you guys are going to move away from that to where they're going to have more time and things are going to be more balanced out. Because maybe you feel like you're damn near single because they are working all the time, or they have stuff going on, and that's why you feel like, well, I might as well be single. All right, so with the King of Swords, we have the Five of Pentacles. We also have the Justice card. So for some of you, maybe you've cut off your emotions. Like maybe that's why you're holding back your emotions, because you're feeling left out in the cold. Maybe you feel like this person is juggling too much and they're making you feel like you might as well be single. But we do have the Justice card here, which can represent Libra. Justice is about balance, fairness, karma, things evening out. So perhaps for some of you, like if your person has been super busy or super preoccupied or whatever, I think things are about to balance out. Maybe you need to be more like the Queen of Cups and let them, know, like how it's affecting you. Or maybe they're going to be more empathetic to, how much you miss them or how you're feeling. And they're going to bring you out from feeling left out in the cold, because everything's going to balance out with the Justice card. Okay, Sagittarius, that was your love reading for January 16th to the 22nd, 2019. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that it resonated. If it did resonate, you can join me on Vimeo for the extended version, where we're going to do what's in their head, obstacles, advice, and the possible outcome. That's these cards down here. Remember about the drawing. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Please like, please share. I really appreciate it, and I love everybody. I hope you guys get everything you want in 2019, and I will see you next week. Bye, Sag.